Alrighty, it is 4:29 in the morning. If it would focus on my phone instead of the blanket, there we go. And I have already added some of the words that I wrote in here onto CampNaNo. Hold on. 5:39. So I added the first chapter that I finished into there, and then I just finished another chapter, 2094 words. So now we are going to add that into CampNaNo and have a little party. If I can remember how to type. So I have officially hit 100,000 on the written count and the edit count, which I am very excited for. Thank you, special thank you to Hearts and Roses for pushing me over the limit today. Not the limit, I don't know what to call it. Thank you to Hearts and Roses for pushing me over 100,000. I'll word it that way. But this one's doing really well, and I really love writing it. I know that eventually I'm going to be screwed because I've been naming all of the titles after song titles that have the words heart and roses in them. So all of Dominic's chapters have the word heart. All of Ashton's chapters are titled with the word rose, like song titles. Like I have thingies open here, songs that have the word rose, songs that have the word heart in the title. And that's how I've been naming the chapters. So I know that eventually I'm going to be totally screwed and run out of those to name them, but for now, we're doing great. So, I've just been watching YouTube in the background while I've been writing, and I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to get back to Hearts and Roses, or if I want to switch over to a different book for a while. The next one would be Feckenhauer, and then Grimm, and then I will be on to editing. But for today, I think I'm going to skip It Starts With Goodbye and Ashes in the Light and move straight to Cut to the Kill and finish that today. So, I'm not sure. I might start editing now and then come back to these later on in the day after I finish editing Cut to the Kill. I'm not sure yet. I might alternate between them. But either way, whatever I end up doing, which will actually probably be me alternating between Hearts and Roses and Cut to the Kill. I'm sorry, I love Hearts and Roses so much right now. But either way, I will update you guys at least one more time before I go to bed, assuming that there are no more spooky sounds out in the kitchen. But I shall see you soon. Alright, I don't have my case on my iPad, so I have it balanced terribly between my hand and my tablet. So I'm going to hope for the best, and hope that I just don't totally drop it. But I wrote another 161 words in Hearts and Roses, and I started editing on Cut to the Kill, chapter 28. I edited a few scenes, but that appears to be a longer chapter. But at the moment, I don't think I'm up for editing a full chapter. I'm more or less about ready to go to bed. I'm just entering this, the Hearts and Roses count into CampNaNo. 101,315 words. Hooray. But I'm going to finish up my coffee, and then get everything shut off in here in the process, and brush my teeth and go to sleep. Normally I try to stay up until 6, just so that way my schedule stays the same schedule, and so that way I can start the coffee pot for my mom. But it's no big deal if I don't. I just like to do it. So I might still try to, like, exist until 6, but I probably won't be writing or editing until that point. I'm not even really that tired. I'm just at a point where I don't think I can stare at a computer screen anymore. It has been a long, well over 12 hours of staring at a screen. It usually is, but still. So I'm going to get everything shut off in here and finish up my coffee, and then get moved back to my room and hope that there's no more spooky, scary noises. I'm 99% sure that my kitchen is haunted by ghosts, and I can hear the windmills outside, and if you don't live next to windmills at all, being able to hear them creak and groan is a very terrifying experience. And even after living out here with the windmills for several years, I think it's been well over 4 years since they put them up here, it'll always be at least mildly scary. But I shall see you guys in the afternoon, either whether I make progress on a book or after I make progress on Cut to the Kill. I will probably still be working on Hearts and Roses because I started a chapter and I would like to finish said chapter before I move on to my poor attempt at Feckenhauer. But either way, I will see you guys in a few hours.
Alright, hey guys, it is 7:39 p.m. and I have just finished edit number 5 of Cut to the Kill. 51,644 words, which means that I can finally do that. It is now in my archive, because it is done. I have written down all of the word counts, I have crossed out all of the chapters. It's time to change this document back to Times New Roman instead of the font that I have had it in, which is Corsiva, I think is how you pronounce it, throughout this edit. And then next month, presumably, I will be doing edit number 6 on this one. I have some more writing to do today. I don't think I'm in the mood to do any more editing, so I will jump back into that for day 26. But for now, I think I'm going to move back to Hearts and Roses just because I was in a good spot before I went to sleep. So I'm hoping it will be the same, and it will give me something to do without totally gouging my eyes out, because my eyes are killing me from staring at a computer screen. So I might also take a break from just being on the computer for a little bit, but either way, once I accomplish something, I will update you guys. I have not put the word count for Cut to the Kill into CampNaNo yet, so I will do that and then be sure to show you that at some point in the future.
So for day 25, I only worked on Hearts and Roses, but you can see quite the progress on that one in specific. It was only a little over 3,000 words, I think. There it is. A little under 4,000. But I made a lot of progress in it, chapter-wise and word-wise, and I felt quite proud of that. Dom and Ash are doing great. And then on the editing chart, I only edited Cut to the Kill because I wanted it to be done. Hooray. So for day 26, I'm going to attempt to run through the other ones. But at the moment, I'm starting with writing on Feckenhauer, which is the little tiny blue bar down here. It's very small, I know. I feel very guilty for all of the ignored books over here, but we're trying. But I do believe that you've seen both nano charts the last time they were updated, one after Hearts and Roses and one after Cut to the Kill, I think. But I'm going to keep working on Feckenhauer, and you guys will see progress on that for day 26. So that being said, this is all that I have for day 25's video. If you enjoyed, a like is always appreciated, and if you'd like to stay updated on my writing, CampNaNo, or anything in between, feel free to subscribe. All of the links to my social media, as well as the links to my authors pages, are in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.